Today on the Mike O'Mara Show.
So what did you do again when you were supposed to drop off? You parked?
No, I drove to the school. The line seemed like it was an inconvenience I hacked the system. I drove up, turned on my hazard, said get out, and then they jumped out on the street, and then they scurried into the school. I didn't go through the path of waiting to drop them off up front, you know.
How many freeways did they have to cross?
They were on the right side of the road. They didn't have to cross the road.
How are you, Nikki?
I'm great. No, last week I was actually getting my Halloween costume ready, and I went as a zombie Ted Lasso, Dead Lasso.
There's a picture of Carla from Vegas or New Orleans from a few years back where she was
next to Dirk. I saw.
Yeah, that picture.
I could not look at Dirk.
I was like, well, if Dirk wasn't in the picture, this would be,
The thing about it is he's got that big Dirk energy.
Right. We'll move on from it.
Big Dirk energy. Yes.
That was good. That worked.
All that and more. The Mike O'Mara Show starts now. Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at MikeO'MaraShow.com. Let's get started. It's the Mike O'Mara Show with Mike O'Mara, Oscar Santana, and Rob Spiewak. Now, here's Mike.
We are the Mike O'Mara Show. We are Port Boulevard, Texas. We are the Delano neighborhood in Wichita, Kansas. We are Shreveport, Louisiana. We are Haleiwa, Hawaii. We are Haleiwa. We are the islands of Trinidad and Tobago, and we are Ruckersville, Virginia. And we are TMOS.
We are you.
We are you. You are us. We are new media. We are old media. Well, I tell you, it's been too long. Do you have any contact with our friend Steve Bridges in Iowa anymore?
Yeah, I spoke to him actually briefly last week.
Well, how is he?
We're back
How's he doing?
morning.
Yeah,
he's excited. He loves us in the morning. He loves us in the morning.
Because the problem is his internet is so slow that when we would post at 3 o'clock, he couldn't download the show in time to air it.
Wow, you guys are frozen.
We're not frozen.
No, we're fresh.
No, you're back to me.
Yeah.
What did he say? I was paying attention to the picture and I wasn't listening
He said,
to you.
mornings are best for business.
Yeah, so he likes when we are on in the morning and we post earlier. He's doing well. Should we book him for next week? We haven't talked to him in a month of Sundays.
Book him.
Sure.
Yeah, okay.
Mornings are best for his business?
Yeah, because mornings for us, he plays us in the afternoon, right?
And it takes forever for him to download.
Yeah, well, because he's so cheap that he won't spring for high-speed internet. Just kidding. That it takes him forever to turn around the show, so he would delay the show 24 hours when we would be in afternoons.
Yeah.
No one ever told me that.
Well, now you know.
It's a non-issue now because we're back to normal,
Back to
baby.
normal.
Yeah.
We didn't know that until, frankly, a month out from coming back to morning. So what we're going to do? Change things? No. It's also about the consideration. The consideration.
Well, that's not good.
Well, we should unpack that.
I guess I'll think about it next summer.
I'll
think about it next summer.
Yeah. Well, Mike,
how we
it wasn't if you weren't, going through those medical procedures in the morning during the summer.
That's right. The dialysis.
Yeah, we would have changed it, but it's about your personal health.
Yeah, we had to save you.
Yeah,
it is about my personal health, to be honest with you. Outdoor activities. No, that's thanks for not burdening with me with that.
See, it's paid off.
Yes,
those
exactly.
summers in the afternoon have paid off.
No, I'm adjusting right now to a new schedule in O'Mara Land. Let me explain.
All right.
So yesterday, let's see, I want to say right around 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we had picked up my son and we ran out and ran an errand with him, and then we came back to the house, and Michael was allowed to watch his phone and play his little game on his phone, and we retired to the boudoir to catch a quick cat nap because of the level of exhaustion that both my wife and I have had. This was the schedule. Last year, the bus pickup was approximately 7:25 in the morning.
Okay.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, no problem at all. This year, they modified that to 6:56.
Roughly a half hour earlier.
Yes, and so the idea of not doing a morning show and getting up at 5:45. Not cool for my wife, not cool for me. We thought, what if we could buy an hour? So today we began the new schedule of getting up at approximately 6:30 a.m.
Okay.
And having a little more time. And I drove my son to school. It was a difference between the car and the bus, because the bus picks him up at 6:56. They go all over hell and back, and then he gets to school at about 10 of 8. That's the way. It's a long bus ride.
We've discussed this before. If you just portal to portal from your house to school, how long of a ride is it?
Well, the ride is 10 minutes.
So not bad.
10, 15 minutes. Yeah. But you sit, because they only open the school for car kids
drop off
at 7:25. So you sit out on the main drag for a while. No problem. Did it this morning. Glorious. Absolutely magnificent sunrise. And for all you sunset people out there, I know sunset has always gotten the credit, but if you really want to see spectacular sunrises, infinitely, I can say this with great authority. I lived in a home where I watched the sunrise every morning. It's spectacularly beautiful. When I did mornings back in the day, where I would watch the sunrise over the city of Washington, gorgeous, spectacular. So I love sunrise. And then you sit in the line and you drop them off. Had time to go, get a cup of coffee for me and the missus, and come back here and be ready to go. So, but it's a new experiment, and apparently there's a sweet spot where you can time it so you can get not only the line moving, but ahead in the line a little bit. So I don't know what that is, but it's an art form. Any parents will know what I'm talking about.
I remember this from picking the kids up occasionally when they were in elementary school. There's the people that get there like way early because they want to be at the front.
They want to be at the front, so they drop off, get to work. They have to do that.
Maybe they have to get to work.
No, they're
not front people. They're dropping off their people. So
there's people that have to go to work, I would assume.
No, this was pick up after school.
Oh, okay.
So they would get there, and they'd be there 20 minutes before the bell would ring.
I did that. I've done that, too.
Yeah. So, I mean, you're right.
Pre-gaming.
Yeah, and they're drinking. There's a flask.
He will have the bus taking him home. That's fine with me. Okay. I got no problem with that. That's the way it's going to be. But I will drop him off, at least for the foreseeable future. We'll be doing that, because when they chew up in a half hour of your time at this hour of the morning, it's a little problematic.
What about
when you're dragging our asses.
AirPod in his backpack and throwing him in an Uber?
Latchkey kid, it's just not feasible.
It's so secure.
We're not going
to
do
that. They give you a password.
It's so secure.
They have like a kid version of it. It's amazing.
What would the cost of that be every day?
I don't know.
How much would that cost?
What's the cost of like 20 more minutes of winks for you? Like, who knows?
Today it was all right. I got up at 6:30. Alarm. Carla's got the greatest alarm on her phone, and I forgot what it's like. It's just gentle and soft, and it's beautiful. And I went deep. I went to sleep at 11 o'clock last night and went deep. 6:30. The difference between 5:45 and 6:30 allows me to go deep. I dreamt. I was dreaming weird, super turbo dreams.
REM sleep. Now, will you be the
Oscar was in the dream? That's all I remember. Oscar was in the dream.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah. You had facial injuries.
No.
I don't know why. You had facial injuries from being out.
Was he
from being out?
Well, he was very brave.
Yes.
Very brave.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell it was. It was weird.
Will you do the drive every day, or will it be shared with the spouse?
It'll be shared with the spouse when necessary. Spouse. It'll be shared with the spouse when necessary. But no, it'll be it's my task.
All right.
And then she has absorbed one of my responsibilities. Will be the early morning dog walk. So that's the trade-off. So I'll do the drive to the school, and it's more time to spend chatting with my son in the morning, which is always great for me.
Is it a drag? Does he miss the bus ride in the morning?
It's his first day, and I don't think so. I think
he'll
he's
still
cool
be able to have it on the way home.
So the cheese wagon is the worst. Nobody wants to be on that thing. People are still waking up, farting,
the cheese
picking
wagon.
their nose.
Oh, it's disgusting.
Cheese wagon.
And then at drop-off, he goes, "Oh, Jonathan," and he said, "Bye, Dad." And he was out like that. And so that was perfect. But, little tiny things that I can't shake off, no matter how many meds I take. I can't shake off these tiny little irritants. The Disney Mobile in front of us with the two screens where the children get their little morning cartoon all the way. And, when you're in a line, when you're in a queue.
Yes.
I have a thing about too much space between the car in front of you and the car in front of them. Get your fat ass in gear and just go when it's time to go, because you got things like lights with traffic coming in the other direction that can make a difference. And this lady with Disney, which I hate anyway. The mouse ears, like they need more publicity. I'm sure they're real happy. I'm sure they're multiple visitors every year because they live in Florida. And I guess I'll do air quotes all day for the entire show.
Season pass family.
When my sister lived in Florida, I dropped off the kids and picked up a total was there maybe no less than 6 times, because that's what they put you to work when you're on vacation. Always fun. And by the time we were done, I was just dropping them off on the side of the street and saying, scurry on in. I'm not waiting in this line, because it just seemed like the appropriate thing to do. My sister was upset at me because you're supposed to drive them up.
So what did you do again when you were supposed to drop off? You parked?
No, I drove to the school. The line seemed like it was an inconvenience I hacked the system. So
how did you hack it?
I drove up, turned on my hazard, said, get out, and then they jumped out on the street, and then they scurried into the school. I didn't go through the path of, like, waiting to drop them off up front, you know?
So how many freeways did they have to cross?
They were on the right side of the road. They didn't have to cross the road.
That's not cool.
No.
Nobody does that.
Who has the time?
Nobody does that.
By
you were on
definition,
vacation.
Oscar, you were on vacation.
I saw them roll through. I said, I'll see you get through the gate.
But nobody does that. That's cheating.
We're softening these kids forever.
He didn't get out of the Cockatootie car.
Just saying.
You're a monster. You're a monster.
And my sister was upset for 2 seconds. I was like, they were early. They weren't late. They were early, technically.
And I watched them. I saw 2 kids that looked like them make it across the street.
I looked at them through the rearview mirror. I was just driving away, and I said,
Rob's done pick up and drop off, so he'll know what I'm talking about here. Oscar, when you do that, and they're obviously walking through a parking lot to get to the school to do that.
Correct.
Rob will tell you, as I will tell you, because I saw one even today. There's nothing quite like the late parent that has like an appointment, or the teacher, perchance, that's running a little late. Let me describe how they go into the parking lot.
Yeah.
So you put their lives in danger, but that's okay.
You know how many streets I walked across when I was a kid?
I'll let you know how it works out. I'll let you know how the
I
new
feel that
schedule,
the plan is probably open to modification, but your initial footprint of the plan is great.
Yes.
Yeah, and maybe later in the show I can discuss my newfound decades of my life were spent not enjoying a decent cup of coffee or a latte or a cappuccino or something like that. I am now new to it, and I have lots of questions.
You're a fancy coffee guy?
I'm not a fancy coffee guy, but yeah, perhaps. I mean, I'm drinking the Starbucks. I'm overpaying for that flavored water, but we'll get to that in a second, because Rob informed me this is exactly what I need today. A candy quiz.
It is, Mike.
A candy quiz is, before Halloween is too far in the rearview mirror, I think it's important to do this. And, I'm probably like a lot of people. I've been snacking a little bit this week.
I think
stealing
it qualifies,
a Hershey bar.
Mike.
Fat attack.
So what I have here are 15 candy mottos. I give you the motto, you give me the candy.
Oh, I'm going to kill this.
Jim Amato?
No, just mottos.
It's not Jim Amato, and the Michael Mira Show is coming up right now. I hope you get a chance to do that with that very, very flat Pittsburgh accent, Jim Amato.
Does it keep the comedy chain a-chugging?
Keep that comedy chain a-chugging.
All right.
You're a true genius.
You are.
Thank you.
I mean,
Thank you very
yesterday
much.
Clark Gable, today Jim Amato.
That's right. Rob called me. We'll get to Rob later in the show. Rob called me drunk last night, told me to record Clark Gable. Yeah, that's Clark Gable. How was working with Marilyn Monroe? That gave me a heart attack and killed me.
You never got a chance to bet her.
He died before the Misfits was released.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sad.
I'll tell you, she got my blood boiling so much so that it exploded my heart.
Mr. Gable
I don't
flat
know if
down
that's true.
in the desert.
I don't know.
All right.
I have no
This
idea.
can be a multiple guess quiz, but I think we can go probably just with a fill in the blank. And you guys want to
All right,
ring
so
in, or do you want to go back and forth?
You're going to mention the candy?
No, I'm going to mention the slogan.
Oh,
Mad
that's
Men time.
easy.
All right.
All right, I'm ready.
And I guess ring in by saying your name. So Oscar, you would ring in by saying Oscar.
Chris.
And Mike would ring in by saying
Why don't we use
Salt.
the standard one?
Which is what?
I've got it.
Okay, great.
I
You
love
know
it.
what? This is good. This is the marriage of two bits.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Okay, number one. The world may never know.
Oh, God. I've got it.
Oscar,
Tootsie Roll.
I'm sorry. That is
Tootsie Pop.
Tootsie Pop is
Thank you.
right. But I don't know. Can we give it to him?
Yeah, same
Tootsie
family.
Pop?
Same family.
Oh, absolutely.
Same
He gets
family.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
I remember the owl talking to me
owl.
when I was a kid. The owl.
It's a great pull.
Yeah.
I was nowhere near it. I had no
Because
idea.
that-
No
I believe
earthly
that
How many
idea.
licks it takes to get to the center of Tootsie Pop.
Yeah, I believe he was voiced by Paul Winchell. He goes,
Yeah.
well, let's see. 1, 2,
He was so classy.
3. And then he bites into
I just
it.
had a really, really nasty thought.
What?
No, don't share it.
It's really
early.
nasty.
Too early
It
to
is
show.
too early. This is maybe because I dreamt a little bit
Yeah.
too.
About Oscar's...
About a Tootsie Roll Pop
Yes.
Did you have
and how that could be used in certain
Remember
filmmaking.
he said he had a deep sleep. Maybe he
Oh.
put my butt to sleep.
I did. I just was all right. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's filthy.
Go ahead.
No, it's not
What
really.
is the matter with
Never
you?
mind.
All right,
It's
number
kinda
2.
Cool.
And maybe, Mike, this might... Mike, this
What?
might...
Go ahead. What?
This might relate to your past thought. Unexplainably juicy.
I've got it.
Oscar.
Juicy fruit.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Mike, your chance to steal. Unexplainably juicy.
Oh, is it a gum?
It is not.
I don't know.
I would classify it under a taffy-like thing.
I have no idea.
Oh, I've got it. I've got it.
For no points, Oscar.
Starburst.
Starburst is right.
Very good. 2 for 2. He's killing me.
He
in
is, but he
this.
doesn't get a point for that one. So the
All right, very
score
good.
stands as 1-0.
All right.
Number
Okay.
3, try both.
I've got it.
Oscar.
Twix.
Twix is right.
What did you know that? Did you think that he would be a savant
No, I did not.
coming in on this? And by the way, since we're talking candy,
Thunder.
this is really detailed.
Yeah.
All right. So Twix has a cookie layer.
Right.
Yep.
Then it's
Caramel.
got caramel and it's got chocolate on top.
Yeah. Well, it's covered in chocolate.
If you eat, so it's got basically a flat bottom,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's got the rounded top with all the stuff on
Mm-hmm.
it. If you eat a Twix, this is a weird thing to say, but I've eaten a few Twix because I'm a Kit Kat guy, not a Twix guy. But you turn it over so the round part goes on your tongue 1st when you bite into it.
Yes.
It'll be a better flavor experience for
Have
you.
you had the Reese's sticks?
No, I haven't had
Oh,
the
you'll
pleasure.
love those.
I haven't. right now it's what's lying around.
4 sticks
it's,
to a pack.
What's lying around.
Mike,
Right.
if you would,
Indulge.
if you take requests, if you could be Bill O'Reilly and say, I'm not a Twix guy, I'm a Kit Kat guy.
Yeah. So here it is. I'm not a Twix guy. I'm a Kit Kat guy. That's what it is. And Ludacris, who's got all the
still mad
different
at
things
Ludacris?
going on. And if they want to redistrict it, go ahead. There we are. I haven't listened to Bill O'Reilly in a long time.
I don't think
haven't done
anyone
that.
has.
Well, he's got
No,
a
I don't.
powerhouse
And you know what?
podcast.
The political shows I'm not tracking with that much anymore.
All right, number
Moving
4,
away from it. Mm-hmm.
the Great American Chocolate Bar.
Hershey's.
Mike?
I got it.
Yes, Mike.
The Hershey's, the Great American Chocolate Bar.
Yes, and you know what? No extra points, but definitely the crowd smiles when you sing the jingle. So yes, 1
Thank
point
you very
for Mike.
much. How about Bill O'Reilly sings the jingle?
I would like that.
Hershey's, the Great American Chocolate Bar.
America first.
Doesn't he prefer
There you
white
go.
chocolate?
I like white chocolate. Yeah, cookies and cream in a pinch. In a pinch. That's the way it goes.
All right,
Thank
number
you.
5, Taste the Rainbow.
I've got it.
Oscar.
Oh, I know.
Skittles is right.
Oh, see, that was just speed.
Yeah.
That was his youthful speed with
Yeah.
me going, Skittles.
Bill O'Reilly hates anything to do with rainbows.
No, I don't want rainbow. Look, why do we have to do the inclusive thing with candy? Come on.
You like candy a lot, though.
Oh, I like candy, traditional candies.
Like
I got
hard
your
candies?
Nestle's Crunch.
How about a root beer barrel?
No, I'm a Werther's original. Okay, Rob.
Sorry, Bill.
A Werther's original, made in Germany.
Really?
I don't know.
But yeah, you'd like that.
Just sounded good. I saw some commercial with a German, in a candy shop. Yeah. Isn't that a German?
Yeah, it
right.
is, yeah.
Isn't that a German
It
in the
is.
candy shop?
Later
And the cute, perfect little girl with the perfect features
Yeah, wearing a dirndl.
comes into the store and says, "Give me a Werther's," and fantastic.
The Candyman says, "Reach into my pockets."
Candyman can because he mixes it with love and makes the world taste good.
Did you like Sammy Davis Jr.?
No, I liked I liked Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, you like Gene Wilder's
or Charlie,
take on it, yes.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Charlie Bucket.
Yeah, it's like great. You find you don't pay people in a factory
You hire Oompa Loompas.
to peel open the
You
thing
import
because you're a
'em.
bratty kid, And I like Mike TV.
All right,
Thank you.
Number 6. It melts in your mouth, not in your hands.
You've got this.
Eminem.
Well, you have to ring in.
I've got it.
Rhyme. I've got it.
Eminem.
You know what?
God, he did it again.
Nobody gets a point that time because of sloppy gameplay on both sides.
That's easy.
But it was
Bingo.
Eminem's, Bill.
All right.
Number 7. You're not you when you're hungry.
I've got it.
God
Snickers.
What?
damn you!
Snickers is
When
right.
he's killing me
I
on
know,
this
it's-
game? I knew it was Snickers, but he was faster.
I'm an
He's
advertising
faster because
savant. I'm an
I have a
advertising
delay.
savant.
I have a delay. That's why.
Oh,
I
I'm
have a
sure
delay.
like that's ever stopped you before.
I have a delay.
Uh-huh.
All right, Mike, I'm going to give you an extra point for having a delay. So now the score is 4-2.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you. Snickers,
Bill, we got to
look,
level the playing field.
All right. Yeah, I'm ready.
All right.
Ready over here.
Number
ready
8.
over here.
2 great tastes that taste great together.
I've got it.
Mike O'Mara.
A Reese's peanut butter cup.
That is exactly right.
Oh my God! Nice pull.
Thank
I
you.
was just
Thank
sitting
you
there
very
like,
much.
what could that be?
Classic.
Oscar with 4 points. Mike with 3.
Classic. Classic,
Number 9. First they're sour, then they're sweet.
I've got it.
Wow.
Sour Patch Kids.
That's exactly right. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's a candy. See, I think we're finding out a secret about Oscar.
Yeah.
That he is a secret candy
Well,
junkie.
it's not so much a
We
secret.
always thought it was Shannon, but it's him too.
When I stop at Sheets in the morning occasionally, I will buy Shannon some candy because she loves candy.
Yeah.
And the other day I went in and the candy subject came up and Oscar was on the couch. He says, "What about me? I like candy. I like candy. I'd like to have some
Obviously,
candy."
he does. Listen to this.
Yeah. Mhm.
He's rattling all these off. I would have thought the opposite. I don't know.
Number 10, it's more than a mouthful. It's more than a mouthful.
More than a mouthful.
I've got it.
Mike.
Camel cigarettes.
It's incorrect. I'm sorry.
Toy cigarettes.
Toy cigarettes, no.
Candy cigarettes.
Not
Can you
candy
sing
cigarettes,
it?
no. I don't think it had a jingle. I think it was just a thing.
It's more
Can you
than
give
a
us another hint?
mouthful.
I can give you, we can do multiple choice.
Okay.
All right.
It's more than a mouthful. A, whatchamacallit bar.
I've got it.
I've got it.
Okay, Mike?
It's that.
Okay. That is what it was.
Lazy gameplay.
Well, no,
It's
because the other two choices were Payday or 100 Grand Bar. Both things are-
Whatchamacallit.
Yes.
Whatchamacallit.
Do you think that's lazy marketing, Bill?
No, but it's the way I'm going to introduce every guest I ever have on The Factor.
The candy.
Please
the candy
welcome.
Candy Factor.
The candy factor.
Please welcome from the great state of Virginia, whatchamacallit.
That's Glenn Youngkin.
Yeah, Youngkin. Governor-elect Glenn Youngkin.
I love that he's so diminishing it. Governor-elect. He's not
Glenn
governor yet.
Youngkin.
Not governor yet.
Not governor yet. Come on.
Number 11. Get the sensation.
Ooh.
Oh,
Gee,
boy.
these are
Big
deep
ad
cuts.
campaign.
Get the sensation.
Big
Taste
ad
the
campaign.
rainbow.
Get the sensation.
Mm.
Oh, get the sensation. It's really, it's like it's a grown-up candy.
It's not
That's
an-
exactly
it's-
right.
Yeah, it's not an empanada.
It's a grown-up candy. I've got it.
Mike.
Heath Bar.
No, I'm sorry. Oscar, your chance to
A
steal.
grown-up candy. Ooh. It's oh, I've got it.
Yes,
Rolos.
not Rolos. The answer we're looking for, York Peppermint Patty.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
and a
yeah,
York
yeah.
peppermint
You should've
patty.
known.
Yeah.
Here's a piece of Mike O'Mara trivia.
What?
My mother-in-law's favorite candy.
My wife's favorite candy, York peppermint patty.
Keeps the peppermint patties in the refrigerator or the freezer. or
My
something like
stepfather, when he was alive, he had a Price Club box of them that he kept by his easy chair. It was his
that.
favorite.
People
candy.
that like them
They
Why,
love
why
them.
did I always confuse the Klondike bars and the York peppermint patties as a kid?
I don't know. Maybe brain damage.
I was going to say stupidity.
Brain damage, stupidity.
Yeah, I mean, one
There's
is
nothing like a
ice cream.
Klondike. It's an ice cream product, and it's
Yeah, but don't they
without
always
any
have-
mint, and it's a vanilla ice cream.
Don't they both have the same packaging, almost same color packaging?
Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean,
that they do.
But
That they
would you
do.
confuse a red Volkswagen and a fire truck?
Well, when you didn't have candy growing up, you'd see something from afar and be like, "I hope that's something special."
Yeah. Well, did your mom?
People
keep-
saw you from
She would.
afar.
She
and
would
said,
never buy. My aunt would buy Klondike bars once in a while, but I'd also find York peppermint patties in the freezer. Maybe that's why I confused.
A
them
lot
all
of
the time.
people keep them there.
Yeah.
Right next to the vodka.
That's a good place for it, Mike. You want it
Mhm.
cold. Number 12. Make mouths happy.
Got no idea on this.
Make mouths happy. Oh, I can see the commercial. I've got it.
Yes,
Twizzlers.
Twizzlers is right.
Yeah.
He's really good at this game.
I'm. This is really something. I did not expect this
This is
today.
not-
We
this is
didn't
not how I
rehearse
planned
this.
it. No.
We didn't come to rehearsal for this.
Number 13, and Mike, you have to run the board for a handy win here, okay?
All right. Am I the only one that thinks that's possible?
I think you're going to do it. I've saved some really good questions just for you, Mr. Snyder.
All right.
Number 13, crispity, crunchity, peanut buttery.
I've got it.
Mike.
Nestle's Crunch.
Oh, I'm sorry. That is incorrect.
No,
Crispy,
bite it.
crunchity, peanut buttery. Hold on.
I've got it again.
All right.
Butterfinger.
That's exactly right.
Damn it!
And in interest of good gameplay, he gets the point.
Damn it!
The score is now 5-6.
Oh.
Oscar by one. All right. It's too good for kids.
It's too good for kids. An adult candy.
Obscure. I would call this.
I've never heard of this ad campaign ever.
Relatively obscure, older ad campaign.
It's too good. Do they still make the candy?
I've seen it recently, but
Where? Where do you think?
I think I saw it at a convenience store. Why does that matter?
Well,
Just give it
what
to
is-
us, Rob.
Toffee Fay.
Oh, I've never seen that. What the was that? Excuse me.
Toffee Fay?
Toffee Fay. Yeah.
Toffee Fay.
I
Toffee
haven't-
Fay was
heard
our
of it.
older classic rock lady DJ that came on at night.
Toffee Fay.
Hi, it's Toffee Fay with you. Here comes the Pretenders, Brass in Pocket. I'm Toffee Fay.
Play a lot of music from the 80s, do you?
That would be even more.
I know.
80s on It's the 80s on
All right. Toffee Fay, the commercial, would be a senior citizen with ostensibly a grandchild, and he would say, Toffee Fay, it's too good for kids, but not too good for you.
I have no idea
Yeah,
what
I've never-
Toffee
I've never
Fay
heard of
even
that.
is.
It was mostly run on the Playboy channel. So here we go. Number 15. This last one is worth 15 points.
15.
So whoever gets this wins.
Woo.
Keep on sucking.
I've got it.
Oscar.
Blow pop.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect.
Oh, Mike for the steal.
Keep on sucking, Mike. No pressure.
I've got
it.
Oscar, I'm sorry, Mike.
Tommy McFly.
Mike wins.
No,
Yes.
I've got it.
Yeah.
Jolly Ranchers.
It is Jolly Ranchers, but he
He
gets
was
no
a
points.
savant.
He gets
But
no
that's
points.
great.
He still
That's
wins
fantastic.
by one, Oscar. Congratulations
Bravo. He
on
wins
winning.
by one. He got like 8 answers in a row.
Yeah.
The Rob Spiewak system of scoring.
fall physically.
Love that.
Good gameplay, guys. Thank you for
Thank
playing
you.
the Candy
Before we
Quiz.
go to break here, I want to ask you one last question before. How is your father, Grandpa Bob's? That's how I know Twitch is a real fan and friend of Rob Spiewak,
A real
because he
friend.
refers to his dad, a real friend. HBS is Grandpa Bob,
Yeah.
which is Rob's way of calling
Grandpa Bob,
HBS.
and then his late brother was Grandpa Uncle Pete, which I always thought was a great nickname too. But
That's
I spoke to
very,
my
very
dad
nice.
last night on the way home. He was having a lovely birthday. I woke him from a nap, and he was excited because his wife Kathy, he's at the beach house for the.
Were they going out? Is that why he was napping?
No, he just naps, and Kathy is in Falls Church, so he's by himself for his birthday. And I believe
Well, that's sad.
no, not for him. I believe his quote was, Kathy's not here, so I don't have to watch Wheel of Fortune tonight. I've got a lot of great black and white movies in the TiVo.
You two are two peas in a
Spiewak, man, let me
pod.
tell you, real romantics.
I know. Real romantics, and why leave the house? That's the motto of the Spiewak family.
But
Why leave the house?
he had a very
for
pleasant birthday, and we had a good talk, and we
Well,
laughed a lot.
I mean, can I ask you this?
Yeah.
All right. So you said he had a very pleasant birthday. You woke him up from a nap, and he had no one there with him. So what was he planning on doing?
He was going to
do
watch.
you buy him gifts? Do you buy him any gifts for his birthday?
I usually send him a card. I didn't this year, and we don't do really birthday things. I'll give him stuff for Christmas. What I do for Christmas for him is I like to put together like a bag of his favorite things, like a bottle of Crown. He loves black licorice, so I get him fancy licorice, fun things like that. But he was
all right.
all those things.
And I didn't
those
get
things,
my parents.
we are so similar.
Rob buys the things he loves and gives them to his father.
No,
Well, but listen to, wouldn't that be a blissful birthday for Rob? Rob Alone Spiewak, who likes to sit in his chair outside in front of his house with a skeleton. You like being at home and not having to do anything. I mean, that's
the apple does not fall far from the tree.
And he's still very active on social media, correct?
Yeah.
The prolific society keeps on rolling. They've got pictures.
Yeah, I mean, any woman doing anything, accomplishing anything, that's it. That's fantastic.
Like, I had a thought over the pandemic. I was like, this has got to slow down. No, they just ramp right up. And then I would actually like to talk to HBS offline. He's got to have some offshore like teleworking done, because there's always a post. It can't just be him. Like, there's so many posts.
Because he has minions?
Because he's so aware of it. Is he all right? So you observe him and happy birthday. How old is your dad?
He would be 71, I believe.
A young
71.
My dad's
71 years young.
Yeah.
That's
Young
wonderful. And I have a question. So Oscar is absolutely right. He does not miss. Almost like he outsources it to have that. Is he like not 2 inches from his computer? Is his computer open all day, or his phone? Does he get alerts? How does he manage to like almost everything? He's there all the time. I mean, I'll get messages I don't respond to for a month because I missed him.
He spends a lot of time on his computer, but he does have a staff that always...
minions.
Surrounded by those yellow creatures.
They keep...
There they are.
All of his minions.
The Grandpa Bob staff that's monitoring that.
But also he has he's on he always has his phone with him, and I believe with his new hearing aids, he's able to Bluetooth his phone into his hearing aids, so he hears alerts.
We'll be talking about those hearing aids coming up in our first commercial today.
So he is
very exciting.
He's a man of habits. He likes to get up. He will listen to our show. Yeah. He listens to our show every day. A lot of times live. He always checks out a rerun of Ron and Fez. He loves Ron and Fez.
HBS.
Okay.
And then he will take a snooze and then get up and do the dinner thing, have a cocktail, watch TV. He lets Kathy choose until she goes to bed, and then he'll watch something from Turner Classic Movies.
Oh, like you were last night when you called me.
Pretty much. I had a very exciting discovery.
You were very, very active on social last night.
Yeah,
you were
but what happened is last night
and then you called me with a recommendation.
It's weird. It's not usual for me to phone.
We're not allowed.
Well, I react when I see a call from Rob Spiewak. I react like I get a call like from my accountant. Similar. I go.
Like,
I think it's going to be something
but
bad.
The urgency of him, he picked up him. Hey, Rob.
Yeah, because we're waiting for the punch to the nuts.
But it was it was an amazing coincidence. What was what happened?
I was watching Old Henry on Amazon Prime or Netflix. Old Henry, really, really good Western. Best one I've seen in a while. It was fantastic.
We had a great old man conversation because, we were bantering back and forth about Clark Gable on the show yesterday.
Had you had cocktails before?
Yeah,
cocktail?
Yeah, I'd had like 2 or 3 beers because I hadn't had dinner yet.
He drinks every night.
Every night.
All right.
And then, but the reason I was active on social is that I had a few moments and I'm almost done entering all my LPs into Discogs. I'm up to Dionne Warwick. I'm up to W.
What are you going to do when it's done?
Discog?
We talked about this. This is the online, sort of like a social media site where you can catalog all your records. And it gives you information about them, but you have to enter them in by hand. So I was listening to some music and doing that, which is, for me, it's a very, very...
It's
soothing, relaxing evening. And but I've looked on TV, and it was not only a great night for Turner Classic Movies because they were running the Maltese Falcon, but it was actually Sidney Greenstreet night. They were running like 6 Sidney Greenstreet movies.
You've done an impression of him.
That's right, Mike. They're running 6 of my movies tonight. Another impression that doesn't matter. And so it sort of pales next to the Bill O'Reilly. I'm sorry that you opened.
No, I dug it.
You like old movies, Bill?
All right, so what?
So it was Sydney Greenstreet night, and the movie that I recommended to you to seek out was actually on Turner Classic Movies last night.
And you told me to TiVo it, even though that's old technology.
Yeah, that's another old man thing I do.
And I DVR'd the movie because it was coming on at 1:45 in the morning. Why do you think they put a good movie like that on at 1:45?
Because I think it is when you're doing a Sydney Greenstreet night. It's not his priority. It's not his priority. They tend to put the strongest one at 8 o'clock, which they did, the Maltese Falcon. And then, they film out. And I think also Turner is really aware of the people that go through and DVR stuff in a
I'm just looking at Oscar nodding now with absolutely no concern.
Hey, you won the
this
candy
conversation.
Oh, no, you remember we talked about aging out yesterday? I'm sure this is resonating.
All right, just change the word to Cinemax.
All I know, I've got a splitting headache after this discussion. We have to take a break. Okay. I am sorry. That's good. So how many beers did you have total last night?
I think 6.
Okay, there it is. I was right. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the homepage.
6 little beers.
Little ones.
Oh, God, you are listening to the Mike O'Mara Show, everybody. Sydney Greenstreet is a dead actor, for those that don't know.
Hello, fans. Welcome to ESPN College Game Day. We're coming to you today from beautiful Morgantown, West Virginia, for what should be an excellent matchup between the WVU Mountaineers and the Red Raiders of Texas Tech. I'm Mark Riddell, and I'm joined in the broadcast booth by my partner in college football excellence, calling the X's and O's, as always, Carrie Spiewak.
I wanted to say boys and guys, and I said them at the same time.
Mountaineers with the ball. They take it up the gut for a gain of 5 yards.
I get it. Good night.
Yeah, you are so right. That's why I love working with you. You're the best in the business.
Don't tell me what to do. I'm a woman. I make babies.
You're right, Gary. I should mention our sponsor. Game Day is brought to you today by the Mike O'Mara Shopping Center. Shop Target and Walmart through the link at MikeO'MaraShow.com for all your game day tailgating needs. For Carrie Spiewak and myself, thanks for tuning in.
I'm so bad.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. This portion of our program is brought to you by MD Hearing Aids.
Yes.
This is a very special commercial for a special segment of our audience. Let me turn up my volume here. Hold on just a second. Do you constantly turn up the TV?
Good bit.
I'm sorry. I'm going to sneeze.
No, don't sneeze. This is nothing to sneeze at.
Get this right out to the client. They're going to like this. Yeah. Do you need closed captioning on when you stream a TV show? Forget about it. All you need is the MD Hearing Aid. MD Hearing Aid is an FDA-registered rechargeable hearing aid that costs a fraction of what typical hearing aids cost. Their Volt Plus model are just $299.99 each when you buy a pair. Rechargeable, water-resistant, and no prescription or doctor's appointment needed. You buy it directly from them with audiologists and licensed hearing specialists available 7 days a week. MD Hearing Aid offers a 45-day risk-free trial with a 100% money-back guarantee so you can buy with confidence. Walter W. says that MD Hearing Aids are just as good as his $4,000 hearing aids. And I love mine as well. I've got them right here. I had them. They're charging in the other room. It's time to reclaim your life from hearing loss. Go to mdhearingaid.com and use promo code TMOS to get their buy one, get one, $299.99 each offer. Plus, they are adding a free extra charging case just for our listeners. That's a $100 value. So head to mdhearingaid.com and use our promo code TMOS or call them at 833-773-1149. Let me say that louder. 833-773-1149.
Thank you.
Hit it, please.
From the four corners of the World Wide Web and into your digital device, it's what you need to know. This is the homepage.
This is the homepage, and I have to share with you the continuing saga, ladies and gentlemen, of Pete Davidson and his, what do they call it, Oscar? It's a Maddie coin.
BD Energy.
BD Energy. This time it's Kim Kardashian who is under his wiener spell. The last we heard, they were just friends. But on Tuesday night, he treated her to a pretty romantic dinner at a restaurant called Campania's on Staten Island.
Okay.
He's got Kim Kardashian in Staten Island.
He still lives there with his mom.
Good.
He's the king of Staten Island.
He really is, yeah.
This is just weird. A source says, quote, Pete arranged a dinner on the rooftop privately. It was just the two of them. They quietly were able to sneak in and out. That's a big deal for Staten Island.
Yeah.
It really is. And they were spotted out again last night at a New York City joint called Zero Bond. Although this time there were other people with them. They're dating.
They are.
They are
Mike,
dating.
You know who's really hurt right now? Snooki.
Yeah, Snooki
used to be the queen of Staten Island. Now you've got Kim Kardashian.
Oh,
rolling in with a
absolutely.
paparazzi.
Yes.
Wow.
She can't even get a seat on the ferry.
So they say this is a source that says Kim likes Pete and is, quote, intrigued by him.
Yeah. Sure.
So do you think they have yeah.
Mike, you know, the funny man is the X Factor. You know this. Look at you. Look at your wife. Look at your wives, right?
There's a picture of Carla from like Vegas or New Orleans from a few years back where she was
next to Dirk. I saw.
Yeah, that picture.
I could not look at Dirk.
I was like, well, if Dirk wasn't in the picture, this would be,
Oh, yeah.
Stranding.
well,
one of 30 like pictures of Dirk.
The thing about it is he's got that big Dirk energy.
Right. we'll move on from that.
Big
Thank you.
Dirk energy. Yes.
That was good. That worked. Former Raiders wide receiver. This is not a happy story.
Sad.
Henry Ruggs III appeared in court yesterday for driving under the influence of alcohol and reckless driving for causing an accident that killed a 23-year-old woman in Las Vegas. You know, when I'm out on a Saturday or a Friday night and happen to be out later than I normally am, I do think about this in the back of my mind because when there's an asshat like this, nobody's going to survive it. Police say he was going, get this, 156 miles per hour in his Corvette when he slowed down to 127 miles an hour before slamming into the back of a Toyota RAV4. I don't know what could withstand that. Both cars rolled. The Toyota caught fire, resulting in both the 23-year-old woman and her dog dying. Henry refused to do sobriety tests at the scene, so he was transported to a hospital. The blood work came back showing that he had a blood alcohol level twice the legal limit. Henry posted $150,000 in bond, and he can't drive or drink. Oh, and he has to wear an electronic monitoring device as part of his bail. The next court date is Wednesday. He's going to jail. That's the way that's going to go down, but just sucks.
I know it's easy to say, and the real tragedy is the young lady and her dog.
Yeah,
but man, like in a world of black cars and Ubers and all of that. Like,
I'll take it. I'll be. Look, I am not advocating any kind of getting behind the wheel when you've had way too much to drink. But there is also the chip of these people that they're the people that go 45 miles per hour. And look out for speed traps and limp home.
Drive
and then
like
they're the
your life is on the line.
Which it is.
And then there are holes that do this.
Fair enough.
I mean, it's just it's sad, but you're absolutely right. In the days of Uber Black, it's not like you need a friend anymore. You can just do it. I've done it. You should do it, please. It's insane.
At least try.
Yeah, make an effort. This is cool. I look forward to this. Sofia Vergara is going to play a Colombian drug lord in a show called Griselda. It's based on the real-life Griselda Blanco, a powerful cocaine trafficker in the 80s who is known as Black Widow. I think Sofia Vergara is one of these comedians, comic actresses who will make the pivot, and she will do it brilliantly.
I agree.
She's got that real Colombian thing going on. I'm intrigued by this.
Was the subject matter of Billy Corgan's Cocaine Cowboys, which had critical acclaim.
Yeah.
And her as Blanca, whoa.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. It's going to be a 6-episode, my favorite, limited series. Love that. On Netflix. There they go again from some of the same team behind Narcos and Narcos Mexico. Sophia will also executive produce, but Netflix wants to make sure you know it's not a Narcos spinoff. Love to be in those executive offices because they're making right moves, man. They really are. They just know even what to say to people that are fans of their content. It really is.
First off, you need to be watching Curb Your Enthusiasm this season because Larry is going head to head with the people at Netflix, and it's
he's literally
very
in the office,
funny.
and they have this and there's nothing wrong with having a workplace that's inclusive. Let me just say that before we go any further. but the Netflix cast of like studio executives,
the showrunners,
and producer, the showrunners, it's like they're all going over the top to show you how inclusive Netflix is on purpose.
And they're using it as a punchline. It's so
wild.
2 episodes
it's
in.
dangerous, right?
Yeah,
it's like Larry David dangerous.
2 episodes in, there are so many plates spinning. It's a great season. But also, I need to ask about this Bianco because I don't know the story.
Well, I mean, let me finish the story.
Okay, all right.
Sofia said, quote, Griselda was a larger-than-life character whose ruthless but ingenious tactics allowed her to rule a billion-dollar empire years before many of the most notorious male kingpins we know so much about. We are thrilled to have found the perfect partners to help us bring this story to life. Sofia's been working on this project for about 8 years.
Wow.
Jennifer Lopez is also developing a Griselda Blanco project called The Godmother. We'll see. I hate it when that happens. You know what I mean? I think
it happens quite a bit.
It happens all the time because these things become available for
Deep Impact,
publishing
Day After
and
Tomorrow.
When this female kingpin was in power in the 80s, was she attractive? Did she have sex appeal?
Not as much as like you'd get with a J-Lo or a Sofia Vergara.
No, so I'm wondering if they're gonna sort of downplay her looks in this.
Now, why would you do that?
Don't know.
Well, she's producing. The person that's going to actually play Griselda is Pete Davidson. All right, a Reddit thread. A Reddit thread on the most overpaid jobs is going viral. This is people that weighed in on it, and chances are your job did not make the list. Here are a few of the ones that did. Number 1, famous actors, millions of dollars for a few weeks of work. Professional athletes, number 2. Number 3, college football coaches. College football coaches, I've been talking about this for a while, often the highest paid public employee in their state.
And they should be.
Really?
They should be.
They should be.
They're convincing young
Just
men
shut
and
up.
women
Oh, stop it. To get
play
scholarships.
for free.
Okay.
That's
know
black
what?
magic. That is black magic.
Why don't we? I'll meet you over at Urban's Ale House or whatever the hell we'll play. Pine House. We'll go to Urban's Pine House in Ohio.
That's right.
That'll be good. Number 4, paparazzi. You basically stalk people and make thousands on one photo. Mega church preachers.
Joel Osteen.
Yeah. Not all preachers, just ones who fly around in private jets. Real estate agents. 3% commission on a $500,000 house is pretty sweet. 7 is social media influencers. Some make millions just for posing with crap on Amazon. Helps if you're attractive. CEOs with their salary, stock options, and perks. Some make more than you ever realize. Number 9, superintendents, because they make so much more than teachers. They do. And this year I've watched the superintendents.
That's a lot of work. If you're a superintendent, it's a lot of work. A lot of work.
Super is part of your title.
Oscar Santana, for 13 years, supporting the downtrodden. Number 10 is therapists. The bad ones. I don't know why they put the bad ones in there, but that's it. So, oh my God, we're running so late with the news. Come on, Mike, can't you edit yourself? I'm trying. No, you're not. Family who thought their grandfather's body would be donated to science learned that he ended up as a sideshow for an oddities event.
That's terrific.
Where he was dissected in front of a paying public audience in the middle of a hotel ballroom. The body of David Saunders, a 97-year-old World War II vet, ended up in the ballroom of a Portland, Oregon Marriott, where people paid up to $500 for tickets to see a live autopsy in person. Family's pissed. Yeah. They thought it was going to be medical research. Anyway, what was the thing called? The Oddities and Curiosities Expo is a traveling event that hosts vendors and offers classes like taxidermy for jackalopes and two-headed ducklings. The guy that runs the joint. What do I hear? Oh. That was me. We have something weird for everyone at our shows, he says. All items you see at our shows are legal to own and sustainably sourced.
You know what I love?
Whatever that means.
It's good that they had it in a ballroom.
Yeah. Well, remember Body Wars?
No.
That show years
Is that because
ago?
the balls were exposed? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah. The old 97-year-old man's bag? Is that what that
Mike,
means?
when you pay that much for a ticket, you get the whole show.
You get the head, the tail, the whole damn thing. All right. Let's. What were you going to say, Oscar?
There
interrupted
was a
you.
show in the 90s called Body Wars that you could see in Vegas. And I never got a chance to go because I was too young. But it showed the muscles and like.
Oh, it was a museum traveling show.
It was amazing.
Where you actually saw preserved bodies.
Documentaries about it.
Pretty
the last
intense.
time I saw a preserved body in Vegas, it was the Wayne Newton show.
Here we go. Bada bing, bada boom. And now there's a little something for you. There's a mascot right here. This guy's the proverbial Florida man. 23-year-old Matthew Letham, who has the state of Florida tattooed on his face.
Oscar, on his face.
But it's right between the eyes. So it's probably got the Florida up here and then down there. It's on his face. He was arrested earlier this year for marijuana possession and misuse of 911 after he called 911 looking for a ride home. Now he's in more serious trouble. He's now facing a felony charge for allegedly trying to strangle his mother. She drove over to his place. This should tell you all you need to know. She drove over to his place to take him to work.
Oh, that's
But
nice.
he was drunk when she arrived, and he didn't want to go to work. She says he threw a large TV at her, and then when she tried to get away, he grabbed her around the neck. The neighbors called 911, and the police arrived. Matthew's been charged with domestic battery by strangulation. That's a felony carrying a maximum 5-year prison sentence. Domestic battery by strangulation in Florida is also referred to as blowing off some steam. That's it.
Put down that large TV. Yeah, throw that G. Throw it, G.
Go to work, Mom. God. We will take a break, and we've got a lot more stuff for ye, including Nikki Diamond later in the broadcast, so be aware of that, football fans. We'll be right back with more on the Mike O'Mara Show.
If you missed the latest bonus show, you missed a lot.
Is Mike prickly?
I was the woman that was after the bad boy.
Yes. I've always said French food is the best food.
I was married to a man. Winslow, for the love of God, shut up!
Oh my God, it's a sexual tension situation.
Did you have the smoked brisket, Dan?
No, I had the barbacoa. The TMOS bonus show is your only chance to get that 5th hour of laughs, and it's sent to your device every Friday. Try a week, a month, or splurge for an entire year subscription. Your support keeps that comedy train chugging. Click the bonus show banner, get a subscription, and start laughing now. It's all at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Yeah. I like that at the end, where if you notice what I said was meh.
Yep.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, brought to you by one of my favorite products, the Relief Band. Did you know 1 in 3 Americans suffer from nausea and all of them hate it?
True.
If you can relate, you got to check out Relief Band. Relief Band is the #1 FDA-cleared anti-nausea wristband that's been clinically proven to relieve and prevent nausea and vomiting associated with motion sickness. I've used it for motion sickness. I've used it the day after the big night before. And this takes care of things like anxiety, migraines, hangovers, morning sickness, chemotherapy, so much more. It's 100% drug-free. It's non-drowsy, 0 side effects. The technology was originally developed over 20 years ago in hospitals. Relief Band stimulates a nerve in the wrist that travels to the part of the brain that controls nausea. Then it blocks the signal that your brain is sending to your stomach. It was a lifesaver on my last fishing trip. I used it, and it really does work. Not only did it prevent me from feeling horrible when I'm out on those slow rollers, but I didn't get any of that land rolling that you get when you go out on a small boat and you're out in some swells. Listen, when you hit the high seas, they have the Relief Band Sport. It's waterproof.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Isn't this
the
great?
one I used wasn't waterproof.
No, this is new.
I've got to get one. Talk of keys.
Sport.
And it has interchangeable bands and extended battery life. As the holiday season quickly approaches, there's never been a better time to give the gift of relief and make sure your loved ones are nausea-free right now. If you know somebody suffering, this is a great gift for them.
Wonderful.
Relief Band has an exclusive offer just for our listeners. If you go to reliefband.com and use promo code TMOS, you'll get 20% off plus free shipping and a no questions asked 30-day money-back guarantee. Head to RELIEFBAND.com and use our promo code TMOS for 20% off plus free shipping.
Just
yes.
a quick sidebar, now the spot's over. I would love. Does anybody have anyone in their life, and this is for our listeners, that swear that they get nauseous in the car, so they somehow end up with the best seat in the house that's not the driver?
Oh, they claim they get the front seat. Yeah.
Throw the relief band on them and let us know if that solves the issue.
Yeah, what you should do is keep like 4 or 5 relief bands in the glove box. Yeah, just say, here, put this on, please.
Boom.
Please.
I want to send a salute out to the people that are up in Maine, in my neck of the woods up there, a place called Frenchman's Bay. It's a huge body of water. And most of the summer, these people, it started last year, maybe even the year before, they've had a battle going on where they're trying to prevent this massive company coming in and fish farming in Frenchman's Bay. This is a delicate ecosystem up there. It is truly
it's changed in your
different.
lifetime, hasn't it?
Much change has gone on since I was a kid. I remember you go up. My dad's in my dad's era, they would go out right into the bay and you catch cod and haddock and stuff. That's long gone. When they destroyed, I think what caused it was a destruction of seagrass based on trawlers that were out off the coast. But I don't know what happened. But you can't get them anymore. It's very delicate, very cold water. The water temperatures are increasing up there as well. Anyway. What you get up in that part of the world, or anywhere, I think, where you've got national parks and scenic beauty, you get a lot of people that pay attention to the environment, and this is no exception. I think they had a town hall meeting up there where there wasn't one person who spoke in support of these fish farms. I think most of us have probably found out about fish farms through little teeny tiny stories occasionally, but I've read a lot about it, and a lot about it ain't that good. So the people that are fighting this up there, I just wanted to throw my support out and say, I hope you're able to prevent this from coming in. This is, I think, a Norwegian company that wants to use these big, massive pens. And the bottom line, fish farm, you keep them in an enclosure where they can't get away and they can't swim the ocean,
right.
You know? And so what does it concentrate? The gribblies that get in the bottom of this fish tank. You know, it's I read this and I wanted to share the crowded conditions of fish farms cause the fish to be more susceptible to disease. To keep them alive, farm owners give antibiotics to the fish to stave off disease, just like non-free range cattle.
Yeah.
They add pesticides in the mix to prevent any of the sea lice getting in there. It's just pretty gross stuff. And the pesticides used to treat farmed fish are so deadly they will kill wild salmon that are accidentally exposed to them. These pesticides are also eventually released in the ocean where they get into the bodies and systems of other marine life. And they poop and they get down into it's just a whole nasty thing. I'm not going to go bore you with the details. Just wanted to give a shout out to Hope You Win.
Fight the fight.
Fight the fish farm up there. They had a big flotilla up there with boats from working fishermen and the people that have pleasure boats up there. My sister and my brother-in-law were in the flotilla up there fighting this and
fist fighting.
You know, I just look when you hear about this, and I know we are in a situation where you have to provide food for our growing population in the world, but I'm not quite sure this is the way to do it. And of course, you're talking about huge money. You just ought to, everything I've read about it, you ought to read up on a product and see if it's farmed, because depending on where the fish is farmed in the world depends on how much crap you're putting in your body when you eat this fish. So, my feeling is really, as I wear my little 4Ocean bracelet here, is the more we clean up the ocean that we have, the more we don't have to worry about getting out there. Anything when you turn it into this big conglomerate and an industry, it's got to be tough. I mean, back in the days, folks, we just had our fishermen in our little fish village, and you ate produce when it was in season, and you did we're just this big consumption machine now, and I think that screws things up. And it's always money. It's always big money.
I want my tomatoes in February. I want to have them.
I don't remember. I do remember growing up as a kid, specifically, and it's still more than any other vegetable, I think, to a degree, ears of corn. Corn is still tough to not have seasonal, although we have it down here in Florida when it's not in season. But don't you remember where late summer, midsummer, we'd have
I made a living
the corn
on
the cob, right?
Made a living on
from the local farm.
It would have a short growing season because the real sweet corn, I think it took 97 days to mature.
And now with Counterpoint, ladies and gentlemen, here's Oscar Santana to speak for the fish farmers.
This argument reminds me of when we were like, well, you can't use a personal people meter. We should go to diaries. And then we realized, oh, wait a second, technology's here. Let's make things better and more efficient.
Yeah, but when they went to personal people meters, it didn't kill all the disc jockeys.
Yeah. There weren't people that were being rated on the radio and then pooping at the bottom of their cage.
Well, some of them were.
Yeah, and then stinking in the water. Do you have a nice Nikki sign for me there that says Nikki's next?
Nikki's next.
Nikki is next. We have to take a break. When we come back, it's Nicholas Diamond. Talking about the NFL, which week after week.
National Football League.
Hurts me with my New York Giants. Way to do nothing at the trade deadline, Giants. Why bother, right? Why bother?
Mike, anyway. They're raising players in a farm.
There we go, and they're pooping on the cage. We'll be right back.
And now, Tales of Aviation History with TMOS P1 listener Captain Joel Rogers.
Well, folks, from the flight deck, this is Captain Joel Rogers. On behalf of all 61 members of your Frankfurt-based flight crew, it's been a pleasure having the 36 of you on board our transatlantic flight today. We've begun our initial descent into the New York area where the weather is scattered clouds and isolated thunderstorms. As a reminder, instead of duty-free shopping on your arrival, why not visit the Mike O'Mara Show shopping center for all your in-flight needs? Target and Walmart have everything for your comfort and onboard snacking. Visit MikeO'MaraShow.com and click the banner to place an order. Because of the headwinds extending our flight time to 77 hours, the local time is 7:25 p.m. on May 6th, 1937. We may be the first to welcome you to Manchester Township, New Jersey. We know you have a choice in rigid airship travel, and we thank you for flying to Hindenburg.
I love that.
Oh, God. That made no sense, but I loved it. Anywho, welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. If you are looking for ways to skip the trip to the post office and dodge all that holiday shopping traffic, why not save time and money with Stamps.com? Stamps.com lets you compare rates, print labels, and access exclusive discounts on UPS and USPS services all year long. Whether you're selling online or running an office or side hustle, Stamps.com can save you a ton of money and time and stress during the holidays. I hate it when they bring him early. You can access all the post office and UPS shipping services you need without taking the trip and get exclusive discounts like up to 40% off USPS rates. This is a silly show. And 76% off UPS if you spend more than a few minutes a week. I feel like I got Rodney and Caddyshack in the lower right-hand corner. Dealing with mail and shipping. I'm sorry, Stamps.com. I love you. You're a lifesaver. You'll save so much time and money. Mm-hmm. You'll wonder why you didn't start sooner. This is what I want you to do. Save time and money this holiday season with Stamps.com. Sign up with promo code TMOS for a special offer. That includes, Nikki, a 4-week trial, free postage, and a digital scale, and no long-term commitments or contracts. Just go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the page, and enter the code TMOS. And now, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Pahrump, Nevada, he is here, he is ready, he is refreshed. After, I have a question about Nikki. Nikki, when you're not here on the weeks that you're not here, I've gotten a few listeners that inquire as to what you might be up to. I don't involve myself in the personal lives of either Rob or Oscar or Pony or Dan O'Brien or anybody like that. But I'm curious. The listeners wanted to know, where do you go when you're not here? We thought we just kind of you hung out in Pahrump, Nevada.
Oh, I went to the post office to buy stamps, but it took forever. I could have went to Stamps.com, baby.
Way to schmooze the advertising.
I missed it.
That's incredible. How are you, Nikki?
I'm great. No, last week I was actually getting my Halloween costume ready, and I went as a zombie Ted Lasso, Dead Lasso.
Oh, you got the man over there, Ted Lasso. Ted Lasso is pretty good. That's awesome. Awesome costume. That's what. How are Nikki? That's fantastic. I see you have a Champions T-shirt. Is that a Stanley Cup T-shirt that you're wearing there? That's wonderful.
Yes, I won the Stanley Cup last week as well.
Very exciting. That
must have been a complicated parlay.
Let's go. That's a Washington. I don't understand. They actually played the Las Vegas team.
Knights.
I'm not sure why you'd be wearing. But anyhow, that's confusing. Let's get right. Let's get right.
Will never figure it out.
Let's get right to the football picks. Take it away, Nikki Diamond, please.
Let's start with our fantastic five. For the first time all season, you'll notice a certain middle-aged gentleman, the very attractive man, not featured in this top five. No Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I've seen enough. They're not quite there anymore.
Wow.
Number five. Coming off their first loss, the Arizona Cardinals hanging in there at number 5. Number 4, the Buffalo Bills. Sorry about 2 weeks ago, Jimmy, but they're back where they belong, number 4. Number 3, the Green Bay Packers, but we shall see if Aaron Rodgers, who knows what's going on there. But right now, hanging in there, number 3. Number 2, the LA Rams, baby. And number 1, could it be? Could they really be back? It's the Dallas Cowboys.
I knew that was coming.
Wow.
I knew that was coming. Unbelievable is right. They are there. The NFC East has a shining star, and that's the Cowboys. Pretty amazing stuff for them, really.
Yes, for Halloween, I didn't give away candy to those kids. I gave them away the money line victory of the Cowboys against the Vikings. So, hey, who wants the Snickers bar when I can give you fun-sized generational wealth?
You are so generous with the kids, Nikki.
I'm a giver.
You are a giver. That's what I always say every week.
For your diamond variant of the week, you cannot stop it, baby. You get right into you. All right, how about the Tennessee Titans? What a loss for them. Derrick Henry. They're going to L.A. to play the Rams. They're giving 7.5. And guess what? You got no Derrick Henry. That means you got big problems, baby. They're going to double team the receivers, not worry about the run. The Rams are going to win big. Sorry, Tennessee, but Henry was your team. He was physical. They were afraid of him. Now they ain't afraid of Adrian Peterson. The guy's 78 years old. Come on, Rams are going to win big Sunday night. They're going to line him up just like the Diamond Player of the Week. He's a rookie. Elijah Mitchell, the 49ers. If they can run the Niners, they're going to take on the Cardinals. They all should have beat him 3 weeks ago. They're going to be this time. Elijah Mitchell, 150 and a touchdown at GetsTheStamp.com of approval, baby. He's going to light him up.
Oh my God, we lost his audio. We lost his audio. Is he okay?
I hope so.
Is he all right there? I don't know what happened.
Dead Lasso.
Okay, see you later. There you go. No, nobody ends a segment better than he does.
Oh, it's so
because
great.
he knows now. He knows now that we wait.
Yes.
We wait until that computer screen goes down.
That's the sign-offs.
And Dead Lasso, Rob, pretty good.
You know what? That's better than
good.
Jack Kent Cookie.
Zombie Ted Lasso. He probably based it on that when he heard you say that.
Well, I love him. He's so good.
That is incredible. And, of course, another week with me watching my beloved New York Giants, which is horrible. I hate it.
This is their week, Mike. This is their week.
They've got nothing to play for, and maybe they'll do something.
Well, I really analyze my following of the NFL just like my following of MLB. There are two sports now where I'm definitively a fair weather fan. That is football. I'm sorry, that is baseball, and that is hockey, where if the Capitals go on a run, I follow them. If the Red Sox go on a run, I follow them. With football, even now, I know that I am a fan of the New York Giants, but I'm also, I think, a fan of the pain. Because why would I absolutely every single down, every play of every game they've played this year, I have watched. That has to mean something about me. I enjoy the suffering. I enjoy it. There's got to be. Why would I go back to it? Why would I go back to it every single week? There are people that don't do that.
You've always been this way. As long as I've known you, you've been this way. I mean, it almost broke you in a weird way when the Red Sox won their World Series.
It was weird, and I'm not the only one that dealt with this. When you have a drought that is that long, and you remember things like the Mets in 1986, the loss to the Yankees in the playoff game in 1978,
William Buckner,
it's Billy Buck. Don't give a. That's what they called him in Chicago.
Yes,
it's just strange. It's strange, and then when they win. When they have the big championship, you have the, well, what do I do now? I'm the long-suffering fan. Well, here's news for all those people that had your teams win after a long time. Guess what? The suffering can begin all over again. And I'm here to say that's with the Giants. The Giants are suffering now. We are talking about multiple seasons of disaster. And this year, this particular gem of a team, the New York Giants, have found ways to pull a Mayan sacrifice on the altar of their fan loyalty by ripping out our still beating heart and then chopping our head off and throwing it down the steps like Apocalypto. That's exactly what they do. And it's just incredible. And it makes the suffering even more pointed, and you come back for more. I am the guy, as Carla says, I am the guy that, and unfortunately in most cases, I'm the lady that has the drunk husband in the front yard during cops that says, please don't arrest him. That's what I'm saying to the New York Giants. Please don't arrest them. I know they've hurt me again, but please let them come back next week. Let them come back and do the whole thing. That's what being a Giants fan is. Probably more information than you needed, but I wanted to share.
I think it helps. It probably helps to discuss.
Now we really know.
Yeah, that's good. Now you know. We didn't get. We didn't get to today. We didn't get to bathroom etiquette.
No.
And I want to do that. Not. Can we get to that next week on the show, or can we do it on the bonus show tomorrow?
This is perfect. Bonus show material. Probably better bonus show material.
Okay.
Bonus show material.
All
right, we'll do that. We got to take a break
with the Bob Steele LP, Mike.
Bob Steele. The time is 10 after 7 right now. Mike's in line with his son in the back of a car with 14 Disney stickers on it. Drive a little faster, biatch. Anyway, that's it. We got to take a break. We will come back with the dumpster right here on the Mike O'Mara Show. Whoa.
The Fox Network is responsible for some of the most useless competition shows in the history of television. The Masked Singer. So You Think You Can Dance. I Can See Your Voice. Beat Shazam. Alter Ego. The Masked Dancer. And now the Fox Network has come up with the stupidest, most pointless, and confusing competition show ever. I Can Hear You Dance. Masked judges score masked dancers based on the sound of their dancing. Sound confusing? You bet it is. I Can Hear You Dance. It'll have your wang tip smoking. On my left foot. On my right foot. Who wins? Who loses? Who cares? You'll always be a winner when you buy the Mike O'Mara Bonus Show. Subscribe today at MikeO'MaraShow.com. I Can Hear You Dance is produced by a live bear and only on Fox Midnight.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. Cooler weather makes it easier to miss signs of dehydration. I know that for a fact.
Yes.
That means it's even more important to keep your body properly hydrated. Plus, flu season in full swing. Proper hydration and vitamins can help support a strong immune system. Prioritizing hydration helps us feel healthier on a day-to-day basis and lets us live up to our highest potential. One stick of Liquid IV and 16 ounces of water hydrates faster and more efficiently than water alone. And not only that, but the product tastes great. Flavors like watermelon, strawberry, and lemon lime. It's the season for a few extra drinks, too. So trust me, this is what you need. Liquid IV, so effective. Cellular Transport Technology, CTT it's called. It's the optimal ratio of glucose, sodium, and potassium, and it delivers water and nutrients into the bloodstream super fast. Liquid IV is on an out-to-change-the-world basis by donating to hospitals, first responders, food banks, veterans, and active military. Liquid IV has donated over 11 million servings globally. Grab your favorite Liquid IV flavors nationwide at Walmart, or you can get 25% off when you go to liquidiv.com. Go right through the Mike O'Mara Show website and use our code TMOS at checkout. Get the 25% off. Do it, folks.
Yeah.
Anything you order when you get better hydration today using promo code TMOS at liquidiv.com. And we appreciate that. We're going to go over to the stinky dumpster right now. I hate this.
I've hated it since Here's one from White Stripes on 94.7 The Globe.
Was that Surf? He's just visiting. Do we have it again, sir?
Surf with you this afternoon. Here's one from White Stripes on 94.7 The Globe.
What did Surf ever
Is that
do
a
to you?
recording like from somebody in the back of the studio when he was an on-air DJ?
It was a television report. Not a lot of
Why
surf
would
on.
you put him in there?
No, he's just visiting. There's so many of his favorite people are in there. Members of Little Feet are in there.
Hey, it's Little Feet. That's
love
Surf.
Surf.
Thank you.
I love
Surf is
Surf,
for those of you around
Dear
the country, since Rob's running out of dead people, well, he's not dead. He's alive. Surf is very much
alive and in fine
very
health.
active on social and a friend of mine. Digital Dumpster, take it away, Rob.
Mike, the reason I played the promo for So I Can Hear You Dance is because 2 late-breaking reality TV pieces of news. First of all, spoiler alert, did you watch Masked Singer last night?
I that of all the ones, even the promos I hate watching.
Very popular.
The beach ball was voted off last night, and the beach ball had 2 people in it. See if you can figure out who it is.
Can you tell me really quickly?
Yeah.
Can you just tell me quickly what is it? How does it work? You got a person coming out there and
in an elaborate costume.
Panel of judges.
They sing
and they're not revealed until they're
voted
kicked off.
Yeah, and they have to guess who they are. And there's clues. There's 2 people in the beach ball. See if you can figure out who they are. They sing wonderfully. They say they might be the worst singer ever.
My tummy's turning and I'm feeling kind of homesick. Too much pressure and I'm nervous. That's when the taxi man turned on the radio and the Jay-Z song was on. And the Jay-Z song was on. And the Jay-Z song
Oh my God! Is it the Olsen twins?
No.
Look for a duo. Who could be a
I'm
duo?
not in my head like yeah. Moving
They're terrible.
my hips like yeah.
It's horrible. Stop it.
All right, he's about to reveal. Are you ready for the reveal?
Yeah.
The singer headed home tonight is Beach Ball.
Oh, beach ball.
It's time for the Beach Ball to take it off. Take it off.
The dumbing of America.
Superstars, Honey Boo Boo and Mama June.
Okay.
Well, now they're going bottom of the barrel.
This is watering, fertilizing, nurturing our lack of intellectual activity.
Mike,
this is Brawndo, baby. This is pure Brawndo.
This is
the one
Fox
going
farming.
home is beach ball,
So
beach
stupid.
day,
And I don't mind stupid
This is
TV.
let's make a dealing America right
You're
now.
exactly right. All right. Now second piece of reality TV news. What do you think of if I use the phrase, she's got a rocket body?
I don't remember that. I remember that was
That's
some
what I think
reality.
about.
Do you remember Joe Millionaire is celebrating its 20th anniversary? It's been 20 years.
I remember Joe
They
Millionaire.
did that, and they're bringing it back. Joe Millionaire.
20 years ago, Fox made television history with this shocking moment.
Hold on. Stop it. Stop it.
Okay.
On this show. Fox did not make any television history.
Well, Joe Millionaire, they did.
They did not. Don't argue with me on that. They did not.
Remember, Mike, it was so clever. They told the people he was a millionaire.
It was like 2001, 2002,
but he wasn't.
I remember. Yeah.
But here's the variant. Now, I won't force you to sit through the rest of the thing. But, Mike,
How do they fake a millionaire now when people can find information all the time?
Because one of the guys is a millionaire.
We'll
and
just have
one
to wait and
isn't.
see.
I know. One of the guys is an actual millionaire. So that's how they do it.
That's the spin?
Yeah, that's the spin. So there's two Joe Millionaires in this.
Oh.
But remember, it's not as stupid as the one where they wanted people to think they were dating Prince Harry.
Darn it. If you got to choose, you got to figure out who's rich and who's not.
Yeah.
I'll watch that, Mike. I'm sorry.
And
I'll watch
what
that.
you do is you find the rich guy and you have sex with him in the windmill. That's how you win. Now,
I mean, this is you. I know you're having a good time. I am so. I can't get this back.
All right.
This will never come back.
All
to
right,
me.
Mike.
This is frustrating.
This will make you happy. Tom Hanks must have a movie coming out because he was on.
He did something, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, and it's something that probably can't be checked up on. He went on Kimmel last night and he said, "Oh yeah, before they offered the rocket ship ride to William Shatner,
Yep, that's
they
it.
offered it to me."
There he goes.
And he turned him down because it was too expensive.
Is it true that you were asked to go to space by Jeff Bezos before William Shatner?
Well, yeah, provided I pay, you know. and it costs like $28 million or something like that. And I'm doing good, Jimmy. I'm doing good. I don't need to spend $28 million.
I need you to stop it again for just a sec. Do you think Kimmel's played in this too? Because I bet Kimmel is played in this. This is pre-interview stuff.
Yeah.
This is like, by the way, the publicist says he was asked before, and now it's easily verifiable, but it just sounds...
But who wasn't asked? Poor Shatner got a free ride. He held out. He's fine.
Yep.
Hello,
this
Hanks.
Is true.
This is
This
Shatner.
is true.
What are you saying?
I don't understand.
I didn't pay a dime.
Hey, William Shatner, aren't you 90?
94. Oh, no, I'm 90.
90.
I mean, this was such an incredible...
And then he said, and I'm a Prime member.
Amazon Prime. Yes. I just felt such mortality.
Shatner, did you see the guy from Bosom Buddies was offered to go up in the rocket?
Dave Coulier.
No, Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks. Oh, that's right. Wrong show.
Let's finish this out.
I'm good. I don't need to spend $28 million to do that.
You're not going to do that.
I can do that.
Even if it was free, you wouldn't do that.
No, I'd do it on occasion just in order to experience the joy.
Don't look it up. $28 million. I'm 90.
Yeah, because he's got something coming out.
Yeah, he's got to have something coming out.
And his movies are good. His movies are fine.
They're fine.
If you like, by the way, if you like movies, Old Henry.
That's
it's
the
a
Western, and it's a relatively recent film, right?
Really kind of cool. Really kind of different. I liked it a lot. Damone.
So this is a mashup that shouldn't work, but it does. Mike, I know you're a huge, huge fan of Leo Sayer. And if it's,
yes. Yip the butts out of it dancing. You should be dancing.
That's the song they mash up with Metallica's Sad But True.
They don't get the best part.
I love that because to me that says that Metallica, underneath all the noise, is still a pop band. That's a catchy melody that they've.
What that tells me is that you've got a chord progression that you can find in multiple songs. Mashups are limitless because
they really are.
There's a limited that little piano back there. There's a limit of chords you can play.
Yeah, but
that's the way that works.
Still no mashup with Long Tall Glasses. I know you can.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Maybe a man can hope.
I mean, always, Mike. Let's close with this. I like the fact that internationally, and this is sort of how we started with that clip from the singing show, the world looks at us as idiots.
Yes.
People think America is stupid. And I'm sure in many ways we are. There's a YouTuber, his name is Dusty Lala, and he did a comparison of a British nature documentary versus an American nature documentary.
Oh, this is fun now. Okay, I'm liking this a lot.
So we close with this.
In the season of autumnal transition, the leaf is not immune to change. As the days grow ever colder, the tree will shed its foliage and grow bare until the earth revolves once more into a verdant state. The fall has happened.
Whoa, it's the end of the line for this leaf. It can't handle the cold nights. This leaf has got no chill.
True.
Soon it's gonna be sayonara. Whoa, there it goes. Tune in next time to see if the leaf hits the ground. You won't believe what happens.
We're idiots. We are idiots, and that's your digital dumpster.
That's the
Have
way.
a great Thursday,
That's like
everybody.
a wonderful palate cleanser for my brain there at the end.
There you
That's
are. There you are.
Whoa, see what this is. There's a ghost in that house, but there might be something upstairs that's gonna kill you. Duh. Is there a gun? Is there a gun?
Anyway, that's fine. I feel refreshed after that. We got to get out of here. Hey, bonus show subscribers, if you haven't subscribed to the TMOS bonus show, please do that. We got a brand new one coming tomorrow. And also, please go to MikeO'MaraShow.com and pick yourself up a fruitcake future so that during the holidays, you can have the greatest taste confection ever in the history of baking. It's Rob Spiewak's fantastic holiday fruitcake, the 2021 TMOS fruitcake futures. At MikeO'MaraShow.com. Just look under Fruitcake Futures.
Click it.
You get yours and send 10 to your friends.
Your friends
It's a
will
wonderful
love
thing.
you. It's a delicious
It's delicious. For Rob Spiewak and Oscar Santana, Mike O'Mara saying, so long, everybody, Brawndo.
Aloha.
Ciao, ciao.
Want more? Make sure you check out the Mike O'Mara bonus show. Get it at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
Good night, ladies.
Good night,